52 Traders, episode 61.
And then I started becoming consistently profitable. And that's purely results of being obsessed. I didn't sleep. I would sleep at work. I'd stay up. I'd work 12 hours. I'd come home, and I'd be up all night trading and studying. And then I'd go to work, and I'd take naps at work.
Over the next year, your host, Cam Hawkins, gets inside the minds of 52 of the world's best traders to find out if he has what it takes to become one of them. Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind. Trading is very risky and could lose you all of your capital. Any comments about historical performance are not an indication of future results.
What's up, traders? Cam Hawkins here from the 52 Traders podcast. Now, this week we have a trader on the show who actually has a lot of similarities to another trader I've had here on the 52 Traders podcast. You'll find out, you'll probably be listening along during the beginning of the show thinking, hang on a sec, I've heard this before, if you're a regular listener to the show, that is. If not, you'll think it's brand new, obviously. But this guy, he has got some connections to some of the previous traders I've had on the show, and you'll find out as you listen. What else can I tell you about him? Well, he trades currencies, so if you are into trading currencies or if you're into trading commodities or indices in the CFD space or spot Forex space, then please do also check out my course on automatemytrading.com where I teach people like yourselves how to build trading robots. So you've heard in previous episodes where traders have gone out there and they've automated some of the strategies that they've been trying to put into practice. And to do that, they've built some software that will help them make it really do that really quickly for them. So I teach people how to build that software, and you can do it without coding. So you don't need to actually learn any coding the way I teach you. And if you jump onto automatemytrading.com today, there is I'm giving away a free bit of software so it trades automatically for you, and I actually show you how I build it as well if you opt in. So guys, jump onto automatemytrading.com if that sort of thing interests you. Right, now one last thing. Oh yes, so I did want to talk about the fact that I've actually started trading again. So if you followed the story so far, you'll know that I took a bit of a break. I had a bit of a breather, and I reassessed, and after my 52 episodes, I've had a look at what avenues I have and what's available to me, and I've actually started trading again, and I'll give you guys a full update of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it in a future episode, so stay tuned for that. I'll also get another one of the traders on the show to do that episode with me, so keep an ear to the ground on that. I'm still looking for sponsors for the show, so if you do know of anyone or want to sponsor the show yourself, then please do reach out to me on cam@52traders.com. Okay guys, without further ado, let's hear from Damon Aleczander and what he does on the 1 minute chart in the Forex markets. Welcome, Damon. Thanks for joining me here on the 52 Traders podcast this week.
Hey, thanks for having me, Cam. Pleasure.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's my pleasure. Hey, look, I've already mentioned some of your highlights, and I know that's just a small part of your story. So can you tell listeners a bit more about what you do personally and how you first got into trading?
Well, I don't have an exciting story at all. How I got into trading is it's very simple. I was sick of my job. I was sick of working for other people and having all these restrictions and ceilings on my income and time and all of that. So literally I would every day after work, I would jump online, spend the rest of my night looking for ways, to find other ways to create income. I stumbled across a video on YouTube that was about Forex trading. I got obsessed with it, studied everything, consumed every bit of information I could find about Forex and trading, and now we're here.
Cool. That's the sort of story that I expect to hear. So where were you working beforehand? Can you give us a little insight into that? What sort of job was it?
Prior to being a full-time trader, I was an engineer, steel engineer, making armor plating for military Humvees and tanks over at Evraz.
Okay. Cool. So it was quite so it was a labor job, or was it sort of more of a mental thing?
No, I wasn't really one of the labor guys. I did more of the calibration and testing, but yeah, it was that kind of setting though.
Okay, cool. I always think it's a little interesting to find out where people's backgrounds were,
Absolutely.
and as to whether or not that had some influence on how they trade. So, so we're going to move into the first set of questions, and this first question is really all about the stats around what you do and when you are trading these days. So, so we want to find out your trading style, strategy, timeframes, duration, percentages, risk to reward ratios, drawdowns, all that sort of stuff. Just hit it with us. I think we've got a list there in front of you, so you should be able to sort of go through that one and tick them off. Okay, so that was the first part of the show. Now, to hear the full episode, the best bits, join the family at 52traders.com. They usually go for about 45 minutes to an hour long, and trust me, these shows are great. They give us so much insight. Now, if you want to get there quickly, all you need to do is jump into the show description on your phone, and there's a link taking you directly to 52traders.com, where you can join the family over there and listen to the full episode. Now, in the rest of the show, I cover off what my traders do differently from the rest of us. So what is it that they're doing that we're not doing? What their typical trading day looks like, what they would do if they had a day job now and wanted to trade for a living, their preferred trading strategy, so actually how does it work? What we should be educating ourselves on when we're looking at a price chart, so what indicators we should use, what price levels, what chart patterns, all those sorts of things. Also, we touch on fundamentals as well, so how do we use news to our advantage? Trading psychology, tips, tricks, techniques, we go through those. Exiting trades, managing trades that you've got running. So we talk about their strategies. They give you strategies for exiting and managing trades. Books to read, websites to visit, all the best ones. Something that you should try and master over the next month. The broker and platform they use. And finally, last but not least, they give us a full trading strategy. So something you guys can try out at home on your PC this week in the markets if you wish. Now, to get the full episode, you need to jump onto 52traders.com, join the family. As I said, it usually goes on for 45 minutes to an hour, and there's a link in the show description, so if you're on your phone, just jump on there, tap the link, and it'll take you straight to 52traders.com. Now, if you're thinking about learning to automate any of your trading, hiring a developer, learning to code, that sort of thing, then before you do that, jump onto my other website, automatemytrading.com. So if you're interested in automating some or all of your trading, then jump onto automatemytrading.com and you'll see me over there. For now, to hear the rest of this episode, all you need to do is click on the link in the show description or go to 52traders.com. See you there.